Welcome to Let's Play D&D Episode 1. Previously on Let's Play D&D, I am Divad! Alright, there you go. So, each video I try and do something different. Today I have this dungeon tile. I have He-Man, also known as Divad. He's a fighter. Level 1. Here's my character sheet. I have a pen. Here's a pen. It's pretty cool. The camera is now a player character. The camera's sitting at the table with me. Maybe the camera can play too. I have a couple of characters the camera could play. Let's see. So, Divad, fighter, age 20, XP 0, gold pieces 0. His equipment is majestic loincloth, steel sword, boots, small pouch for gold, and a necklace of some kind. No magic. Strength 9, intelligence 15, wisdom 16, constitution 11, charisma 13. Let's see. His deity is Cthulhu. But he also likes Crom. Hell, he also likes Dionysus, god of wine. So, he has multiple deities. He can't make up his mind. Alright, that's fine. What I have today is my glasses of seeing. I need these to read the actual D&D booklets that are included in this starter set. Okay. I've got character sheets pre-rolled that are pretty useless to me at this point. D&D starter set rulebook. How to play. So let's suppose I've never played before. Chapter 1, how to play. See, I have to put on my glasses. Ever since they did type with computers, they print too light. The Dungeons & Dragons role-playing game is about storytelling in worlds of swords and sorcery. Like games of make-believe, D&D is driven by imagination. It's about picturing a crumbling castle in a darkening forest and imagining how a fantasy adventurer might react to the challenges that scene presents. In this fantasy world, the possibilities are limitless. Really? I bet you can't do rated R stuff. YouTube wouldn't like that. Dungeon Master, DM. The castle stands among the trees, the crumbling ruins of 7 round towers jutting up from it like broken teeth. An archway littered with twisted shards of rusted metal gapes open at the top of a short flight of steps. 2 of the towers, speckled with dark arrow slits, loom beside the entryway, and a dark hall yawns beyond. Philip the cleric says, "Let's send the rogue up ahead to look in and make sure it's safe." Amy the rogue says, quite agreeingly, "Okay, I'll move to the side and sneak along the wall of the tower until I can peer in through the entrance." Way to go, Amy. Unlike a game of make-believe, D&D gives structure to the stories, a way of determining the consequences of the adventurer's actions. Players roll dice to determine whether their attacks hit or miss, and whether their characters can scale a cliff roll away from the strike of a magical lightning bolt, or pull off some other dangerous task. Anything is possible, but the dice make some things more probable than others. Can you go to a brothel in this game? Well, in my game you can. DM, alright, Amy, let's see how sneaky you are. Make a dexterity check. With my stealth skill, right? You bet. Amy rolling a d20. I'm pretty sneaky, that's a 17. DM, okay, there's no sign that anyone notices you. And you're looking inside? When you play D&D, you take on the role of an adventurer, a skilled fighter, a devout cleric, a deadly rogue, or a spellcasting wizard. The character sheets included in this set describe 5 heroes to get you started. With some friends and a little imagination, you strike out on grand quests and daring adventures, testing yourself against an array of challenges and bloodthirsty monsters. One player takes on the role of the dungeon master, the game's lead storyteller and referee. The DM is in charge of the adventure, which appears in the adventure book, while the characters navigate the adventure's hazards and decide where to explore. The DM might describe the entrance to Crag Maw Castle, and the players decide what they want their adventurers to do. Will they boldly stride up to the fallen gate, or try to sneak up in case anyone's watching through those arrow slits? Circle around the castle looking for another entrance, or cast a spell to cloak themselves in invisibility? The DM determines the results of the adventurer's actions and narrates what the character's experience is. Bad writing. And narrates what the character's narrates the character's experience. And they need an editor. Because the DM can improvise to react to anything the players attempt, D&D is infinitely flexible, unless you're playing a module which is a railroad, and each adventure can be exciting and unexpected. There's no winning and losing in D&D, really. At least not the way those terms are usually understood. Together, the DM and the players create a story of bold adventurers who confront deadly perils. Sometimes an adventurer might come to a grisly end, torn apart by ferocious monsters, or done in by a nefarious villain. Even so, the other adventurers can search for powerful magic to revive their fallen comrade, or the player might choose to play a new character. The group might fail to complete an adventure successfully, but if the players had a good time and created a memorable story, they all win. Alright. So there you go. Take off these stupid glasses. We are 8 minutes into this video. Let's see, what else did I want to do? Oh yeah. So, I'm an EverQuest player. And in EverQuest was introduced the idea of the regeneration portal. So let's suppose Devad, or should his name be Davok? Devad. It's a mirror alternate universe. Suppose he dies. Then instead of just dying and me having to make a new character, he just regenerates on the portal. And he's ready to go again. In EverQuest, I remember today, they used to have it where if you died, you had to go back to your corpse, your body, and pick up all your stuff. And sometimes you would die in really hard to get to places. So getting all your stuff back could literally take an hour or two. Sometimes you need help, and you can't always get help. And eventually they changed it so that when you die, all your stuff goes with you and you don't have to go back and loot your own corpse. But it was a cool idea. It just wasn't very much fun after a year of doing that. Let's see, what else did I want to do? So, you enter a room. It's the Noob room. This is where you can have your first battle to get some XP. I'm changing the game to however I want. Let's see. You're in a bar. You meet this guy. He's kind of an asshole. So he comes out of the package. You're just minding your own business. I think I'll go screw around with this guy over here. Hey, buddy. What you doing? I'm just minding my own business. Leave me alone. You don't have to be so huffy. Fine, let's fight. Okay. Let's roll initiative to see who attacks first. 3 for him. 6 for him. He wins. So he gets to hit first. He has no armor. He gets no bonuses. Let's see if he hits. A 4. He misses. Now it's his turn. You're such a jerk. I'm going to crush you. Oh my god, he gets a 17. That's definitely a hit. So, Devad could die if I roll 4 or more. Ah. Okay, that's 2 points damage. Now it's his turn to attack. Oh, you hit me, you bastard. 3. He's not doing good. I will kill you. 5. He misses. 11. And fucking hits that chump. 5 hit points. He has 6 hit points. I'm still alive, you jerk. I'm gonna hit you now. 8. He misses. God. Is that a 3 or a 19? 11. He hits. He just has to do 1 more hit of damage. Oh, he gets a 1. He's dead. Oh, I almost died. XP. 1. For killing that dude. Then, of course, is the problem of if he's a citizen of a town, or people know him, they're going to wonder who killed him. So that's a problem. So already he has to be a refugee or a fugitive. Well, I might as well search him for money. Hey, I found 10 GP. Okay, now he has 10 GP. Wow, that was cool. That's basically D&D. Well, the combat went smooth. I improvised a couple things. But that's how you play. Let's see. 14 minutes of this. In the next episode, we'll take a look at the getting started section and possibly the game dice. Here's this illustration. Let's see, anything else I want to do? That was cool. I had a good time. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching this video. I will make episode 2 sometime this week. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to me on Patreon. It's $1 a month.